I forgot to turn my light up. 1 second. That should be better. Hey friends, how are we? I've got a fun haul tonight. I've got kind of a random mix of stuff. I've got some crazy hair. And I went shopping every day of the week this week. That's the title of this video. So I was able to be a little more selective because I knew I was going to be shopping every single day. And I didn't just grab a bunch of stuff because I was short on time. So I picked out some really great things. Very industrial farmhouse. I've got wood, metal, glass. You'll see just a couple of Christmas things sprinkled in because I can't stop. And then we've got some more like springy things too. So it's just a fun random haul. Everything you see in front of me is already listed up on my site, upcycledbybrie.com, in the Shop the Haul collection. I have dropped that in the live chat. If you are catching the replay, it's also down in the description box. Say hello as you're popping on. I see Miss Jane is here and Jamie Ray is here. Hey, Jamie. Okay, let's start with this. I have questions. You know what? We're going to wait till a few more people are on because I might get better answers, actually. But I'm going to tease you with this weird thing over here. Let's start with some kitchen items. Those are always classic. I found a really good grater. This one is very, very distressed, very tarnished, and it's got the most adorable little sticker on it. It was originally 37 cents. I'm not sure if y'all can quite make that out. Picked this up at Charlie's for $1.79, and it's up on my site at $10.95 because it's a really good one. It's got the great patina. I pick them up sometimes and kind of age them myself, but they're better when they're authentic. Hey, Elaine's here this evening. Hello. Kylie's here. Hey, friends. Kind of a random time. I know I don't usually go live on Friday night. I've got a busy weekend. It's been a busy fourth quarter. I found a copper. I thought it was rooster, but I think it's a chicken. It doesn't have the little comb on it. So I listed it as a rooster chicken. I paid $3, or a rooster chicken, a copper chicken. I paid $3 for it. It's up at $14.95, and it's got the cutest little hanger right here too, so you can hang this one on the wall. Hey, Joni. I see these sometimes, and sometimes they're a little tacky, a little too like rose gold, but that's the good, authentic copper. Hey, Tracy. Tracy says she loves the Friday nights. So I get very mixed reviews whether I should go live Friday night, Saturday morning, or Sunday. So I just mix it up. For now, it works. Y'all always join me. This was still wrapped up in the plastic, so I'm not sure if it's brand new or if whoever owned it just took really good care of it. There's like no scratches on it. It is Sheltonware silver, and I don't usually pick up silver except for winter time. I love the way that a bright silver looks in a winter vignette. So I did go ahead and grab it. Somebody had requested some tiered trays. This one's only 2 tiers, but it's still very, very pretty. In great condition. And then it also has a sticker on the bottom that says 20. Drop me a comment. Let me know what are the numbers on the silver. I don't know enough about silver. I know they mean something. I paid $2 for it at Charlie's. It's up at $19.95. And Tracy said she'd watch anytime. Thanks, girl. I try to go live every weekend. I've been pretty consistent. I'm gonna turn my heat off. I popped on live a couple minutes early because I swore I was ready, and you know, it's always something. Okay, these were very interesting. Never seen anything like this before. 2 glass bottles, I think fit together, right? So he was like, oh, those look like bookends. And I was like, how cute would those be holding recipe books in the middle? Now, they're not super heavy on their own, but obviously you could fill them up with oil or whatever. And they'd be really pretty, or you could just do a very small like decor book. But those were really unique, and they're slightly tinted green, so great for spring. Oop, I'm gonna blind you. And they've got some cute little bubbles in them. They say 500 milliliters on the bottom. I paid $2.50 for them, and they are up at $19.95. Hello, Miss Sarah. She loves Jamie and Zeb. They are too cool, like you. Merry Christmas to us. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Jamie Ray is one of my favorite people. In fact, if y'all don't know, and a lot of you probably do, This all started with me watching Jamie and Zeb paint chickens. And here we are. I picked up this teapot. I've been slowing down on the teapots because the sales on them have been slowing down a little bit for me. But this one's really unique. It's ceramic. I paid $4 for it. It's up at $22.95. It is a cordon bleu, so I don't think that's anything too fancy, but it is marked on the bottom. But I just really, really loved the shape of it, the ceramic handle. Thought that would be really pretty in a spring vignette. That heat will turn off in a second. I'm not sure if y'all can hear it. I found the daintiest swan. This was at God's Storehouse, just sitting on the shelf, and on the Christmas shelf. Like somebody had grabbed it and then put it back. Right at eyesight, first thing I saw, so I snagged it. But this one is a little bit thinner, a little bit smaller than I usually find. And it does have a sticker on the bottom. It just says genuine brass, and then they put the price sticker over it. I paid $2.50 and it's up at $12.95. I'm not going to try to peel it. Brass swans go fast. If you've been wanting one, you better go snag it. With that being said, most items do go fast. So if y'all see something you love, hop over to the website, grab it, come back, and then if you find something else you like and you place another order, I'll combine them and refund shipping. Orders placed within 24 hours of each other. Fun fact, these were at Major Thrift. Again, I was just walking towards the back of the store, and right on the shelf, eye level, I have been searching for some of these, and in fact, as I was listing them, I was thinking I should probably keep them because I've been adding so much black decor in. They would look really good. They are from the Soundry collection. I looked them up. They were kind of pricey online, but prices were a little all over the place. I have a set of 2. I paid $5 for the set, and I put them up at $24.95. They've got some wax on them. I'm going to use a heat gun and melt that off. I'll clean them up just a little bit before I ship them out. But aren't those just gorgeous? Very, very unique. Very industrial with the iron on them. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you've ever found any with the spiral. I'm looking for some that are like the brass spiral all the way down. Sometimes I just see things and I'm like, ooh, I want to find some of those just for fun. Okay, y'all let me know what you think about this. So you guys know I love to get these glass cloche whenever I find them, and then I'll hand cut a wood base for the bottom. But in the craft room, they've got a huge arts and crafts room at God's Storehouse. I found these, and they were on the bag wall in bags, and I picked them up and looked at them, and they are old clock craft kits. They said like country clock craft kit or something like that, and they're cypress. I only paid $1 for them, and I was thinking like maybe I would kind of ground them down, maybe try to turn them into some type of dough bowl. But then I realized they made really pretty cloche bases. So I had 2 glass cloche at the in my stash out in the garage, and I went ahead and grabbed them. This one fits just perfectly on here. $29.95. I have this one listed, and then I've got one more over here. You guys can't see it. So that first one I showed you is B, and this one is A. This one still has the bark on it. It's a little bit rounder, so you have more surface area around the cloche. And I put like greenery on the inside and then set my little brass birds right here when I staged it. Just really, really pretty. Very like woodsy. I thought it would be a great look for spring. So we'll see. We'll see if they sell. If they don't, then I'll take them down and I'll try something else. But I remember seeing these very unique clocks when I was a kid. So we'll see. We'll see what people think about those. My cloche usually go over pretty well. Those might tank. I don't know. I thought they were neat. Hey, Leslie. Okay, so when I was at Charlie's a few weeks ago, I bought a huge metal storage piece of furniture, whatever. It had 1 million of these drawers in it, right? Not 1 million, like probably 40. Paid $100. I brought that thing home, and it's gonna live with me. Hey, Jasmine. Aw, she giving me a little bath in the sink. I miss those days. Everything is soaked. Don't get your device soaked. But I brought that home with me, and I'm gonna keep it. when I was shopping this time, I went back to the tool room and there were like 8 of these on the floor. A few of them were missing parts, so I didn't grab them, but I picked up 5. 2 have already sold for sure. So there's 3 left maybe. And they're up at $22.95, which is a steal of a deal, but I only paid $1. I was walking up there, I was like, Charlie, how much for these? He said $1, and I went, "Pah!" And then I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to laugh in your face. And I'm surprised he didn't go, what, well, then like $5. I'm like, yes, $1? Yes, please. Cleaned them up just a little bit, and I added some craft paper to the front of them, and I love the look of the craft paper with the dark green. But how pretty. I would like to use these on like the centerpiece of a table. Amber bottles, some greenery flowing out of them. Of course, you could use them to organize things. January's coming up. Everybody's ready to clean. But I wanted to keep them, but I figured since I have the whole cabinet, I won't be greedy. I picked up some more Christmas. I just can't stop. And you know what? Here's the thing. I don't know about where y'all are at, but the thrift stores here in Topeka are like just now really flooding their stores with Christmas. I'm like, why didn't you guys do this a month ago? So I've been trying to avoid it, but I'm picking up a little bit because now like a lot of them are having blowout Christmas sales. So then, you know, Brie wants to buy it. This Santa is great. He was $6. Vintage 1984 or 9, one of the two. He's up at $18.95, but he is very, very cute. And I love his green sack. And worst comes to worst, I wanted to build my Santa collection a little bit, so I will leave them out for a few weeks and then we'll pack them away until next year. This is a vintage Jasco, which is slightly collectible. His little hat is and coat and pants and stuff are felt. They've got a really fun texture on him. He's got a cute face. The listing said that he was reading a naughty and nice list, but I think he's caroling. I don't know. Maybe that is a list. It's kind of long. I paid $1.20 for him. He's up at $12.95 and he has a bell. Hey Brie, Becky with the Simple Spruce Studio. Hey Becky, how are you this evening? If y'all wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button for me. YouTube has given me a heck of a time here the past couple of weeks. They aren't loving my content. I know y'all are loving it because you tell me, and I appreciate that. But if you'd show YouTube that you love it as well, I would appreciate you. I'm going to share the collection here again. I have been working on my website a little bit this week. I've got some sales going on. 12 Days of Christmas sale. It's a new sale every day, clear up until Christmas. Today is 30% off of my basket collection with the code 12 days. Days is all capital. But I've been cleaning up my website every day as I list a new collection on sale. I go through that collection and I clean it up, so it should be a little easier to navigate. Getting rid of old things, reorganizing things, and then also it's the last day for the Cottage Colors sale. They're 15% off, and there's no code needed on that one. Ends at 11:59 p.m. tonight, Central Standard Time on my site. And DIY brushes came out today. If you go to my website, they are right on the front main page. There's 5 new brushes. They're available for pre-order. So if you order them now, as soon as I get them in mid to late January, I will ship them out to you. Now, I do want to let y'all know, if you order brushes this evening, I would order them separate from your stuff if you want your stuff quick. Because if you order thrift haul stuff and brushes together, they're not going to ship until brushes ship. But brushes do ship flat rate by themselves for only $6.25. A lot of information, but I needed to get all that out there. Oh, thanks, Elaine. She gives me 2 likes. I appreciate that. Handcrafted. Jasmine got her brushes. Yes, she did. She got 4 brushes. This is a pigeon. He's a pigeon with a big puffy chest, and I never see pigeons, so I definitely had to grab him. He was $1.95, and I have him up at $9.95. And he's a big, tough pigeon guy. White birds in the spring are always great. Okay, now that we've got 37 people on, let's talk about this. I asked on a short, what is this? I looked it up in store and I got that it was a buoy. And when I hold it, it does feel very, very buoyant, like there's styrofoam or something on the inside. I got a couple of pretty technical answers. Let's see if I can pull up the comments. But the buoys had like a little separate metal piece on them. I got a lot of answers. Oh, I can't do community on my, okay, I can't do community on my iPad. I got an answer about, a very fancy answer about how it did something very technical, but there should be a set of 3. A lot of people said it was a gazing ball. So honestly, I really don't know. But what I do know is that it was very cool. Elaine said it was a copper cannonball. Elaine, I like your answer. It was marked $19.95. Charlie said $14.95 at checkout, and I didn't argue him. I have it up, I do believe, at 30. I didn't put my sticker on it. $39.95. My brain is mush, you guys. After fourth quarter, I was going to hop on here and try to pretend like I was, whoa, super peppy and energetic. And I was like, I'm not. $34.95. Oh. Told you. That's okay. Fourth quarter is coming to a wrap, and January slows down a little bit. I am very thankful I've been busy. So I don't know. I would just display this. I would find something really cool on a base and display this outside in my garden for spring. And I think the patina on it is going to grow and grow and grow if it goes outside. So we'll see. We'll see if I get any other comments about what this thing could be. All right, February is coming up around the corner. I don't do a ton of Valentine decor. I don't do a lot of pink, just not my jam. But I saw these little cookie cutters. They're like nesting hearts. There's 6 of them. They were marked $2.95. I have them up at $10.95. Little vintage cookie cutters. How sweet would these be in a little Valentine vignette? If you do decorate for Valentine's Day, more power to you. Your girl is tired. Your girl can't decorate for every holiday. These are just so cute. When Elena was really little, I did put up some cutesy heart stuff. I've been finding a ton of cast iron at Charlie's. I believe it's all from that one big storage locker he's been cleaning out and putting out. This one is a cornbread cast iron. Very fun and kitschy. When the little corns, I just love them. $5 is what I paid. It's up at $22.95. I know, Jamie said, Jamie, I wondered if you were still on. You just did the cutest little Valentine tins with the JRV decoupage paper. They're adorable. They're so cute. It's just not my thing. Oh, you can have the French country pretty shabby stuff, Jamie. It's all yours. Global Art Swan. Beautiful little swan-like trinket dish. I would put my rings in this. No chips or cracks, and he has got the slightest light paint job on his face. Very, very sweet. Swans are always popular, so I picked this one up for $2, and it is up at $12.95. Anybody familiar with a Global Art? I didn't take the time to look this one up, so you might be getting a heck of a deal here. I'm just double checking and feeling for any chips and cracks. There's not. Elaine loves pink. Jamie doesn't, or Jasmine doesn't do pink. To each their own. I am glad we have pink loving friends, or we wouldn't have pink decor. Takes all kinds of kinds. I almost missed these bells. These I found at Charlie's on my second go round, and they were actually hanging from some like red string off of a shelf. So I missed them the first time, found them the second time. There's 3 sets of 5, and they obviously are like staggered heights here. They're descending, is that the right word? Heights. And they have the prettiest little sound. Made in India, they are just so faint. So I'm selling them 3 sets of 5. They're $16.95 a set, and they've got such pretty etching on them. I have been obsessed with bells lately. Obsessed. Another little gold bells I found. 2 sets of 10 on these, and they're $8.95. They're not near as cool, but they do have some fun tarnish on them. So I know bells are kind of more of a holiday thing, but I don't care. Holidays aren't over yet. Ooh, Tracy went to Charlie's today and picked up a few good things. Don't be getting it all. Now, have you ever been there before, Tracy, or did you just find out about Charlie's from me? I can't remember. I think maybe you had mentioned it before, but I can't remember. All right. Grabbed this crate tote thing. It is very 90s. I love country. Welcome. So read the description on the listing. I'm going to give it an update. We'll knock off these old kitschy country things and update this. I was thinking about taking it apart for the boards, but I like the tote. So we'll update it for a more modern look. I paid $5 for it. It's up at $19.95. Amber, you're not too late. I've been on, 20 minutes. Tracy says she's been there before, but recalled it from me. Yeah, I had been there a long time ago and then kind of forgot about it. But they're open on Sundays, and a lot of stores here in Topeka aren't. So that's why I started going back, and now I'm hooked again. Okay, I probably overpaid for this, but the kitchen stuff was 40% off at the Giving Tree. And I've been eyeballing this guy. He had been there for weeks. I think he had a $30 price tag on him. I ended up paying $18 for it after the discount, so I still paid up quite a bit, but it's an Indiana glass Hen-On Nest, and I liked it because of the blue color that it is. I usually don't pick up Hen-On Nest, and it's in good shape. Listings were around $50 online. I have mine priced at $34.95. It's just so pretty. I couldn't pass up that blue, and I'm not even the biggest blue fan. Hey, Marty! Good to see you too. I know I haven't seen you on a live for a few times. Friday night it is. Now that Marty's here, let's talk about spindles because I can't keep them in stock between Marty and Miss Jane Brown. I picked up 4 chairs this week. 3 of them I picked up at the God's Storehouse, and I only ripped them apart because they were falling apart. Pardon the burn on my arm, by the way. That was from a curling iron I'm trying to learn how to use. So I don't usually just buy chairs to rip them apart if they're in good shape. But if they're falling apart, I do. This one gave me 16 amazing tapered spindles, but they're sold out already. Sorry. And I thought these would be great. Cut them in half right here. You've got a carrot and an icicle. Jane, Marty, what are you guys going to do with these? So sorry, they're sold out. And then off of those chairs, I also got these adorable 3-inch. They're also gone. Also sold out. But I thought these would be really cute, even if you cut them off like here and here, to make little eggs for nests in the spring. Might be dumb, I don't know, but I thought it might be fun, worth trying. So there are some spindles, some of these darker wood ones in stock if you want to check them out. I went ahead and put them in the thrift haul, but they're also in the salvaged wood collection. And then today, since it was just a little bit warmer, I took the rest of the pieces out and got them cut down for you guys. Yeah, Marty, those are the ones you just got. Yes, ma'am. And then Marty, I cut more today. These are smaller pieces. I figured, I thought these 2 would be great for carrots. Yahoo! Jane's using them for the bridal shower. Jane, when is the bridal shower? When is it? It's coming up. It's got to be. We've been talking about it forever. I listed these up, all sold individually. These have holes in them, but I thought these would be really great for ornaments. You can hang a string through them that way, or I don't know, a handle for a decor board. And then you could hang a string on it to hang your board. These little pieces, these are always good for feet or tree trunks. Some finial tops, and then some little, these would make the cutest little candle stands. These little pieces also are adorable if you add a nest to the top and a wood round on the bottom. So, got these all cut up for y'all. They are listed up on my site. 16 different pieces of salvage. 3 of them are sold out. April 2023. Oh, Jane, we have a while. Well, that's good. You've got time. It's going to be, gosh, it's going to be immaculate. Marty, I didn't show the string lights. Actually, I was going to keep these, but they don't work on my porch. They're not long enough. There's only 10. So I went ahead and listed them up this week. I thrifted these last week. There's only 10, Marty, so it's only this long. Like my wingspan, but they're so pretty. She's on it, boy. I wasn't even going to show these because I showed them last week. So that's what those are. But the electrical works really good on them. The plug and everything is in great shape, and they work. This chicken I couldn't pass up. Chicken basket. Oh my gosh, excuse me guys. Dust. $3 I paid for it. It's up at just $12.95. Rooster. This one's a rooster. Can't pass up a good basket. I keep buying sleds, but they keep selling. Like all of my sleds have sold. This one was only $2.30 because Giving Tree was having a Christmas blowout sale, and it's up at $12.95. But it's just very, very simple. Not going to do anything to it. Just a nice sled. And you know what? Sleds translate perfectly fine into your winter decor because it's still snowy in January. You can still go sledding. There's also this big wood sled back here. That I couldn't pass up for $3.50. Look how massive this guy is. Raw wood, never painted. And I do have on the listing that it's going to get a combination of paint and stain. I was thinking I would do dark and decrepit on the top and then maybe just even paint it white, keep it nice and crisp and clean for winter decor. I'm going to need to get this sticker off, obviously. But I was like, heck yeah, give me that thing. And you could always also drill holes in the sides right here and put, a jute rope or some kind of hanger. Hang this on the wall and you can hang towels from it. That would be a cute towel holder for your winter decor. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, I know. I guess April 2023 is only 4 months away, Jane. Seems like a long way, but it's going to fly. She said she's putting concrete birds on the small spindles. I love that. Hey, Miss Linda. Yes, Linda, I went shopping every day this week, so I was a little more particular because I knew I was going to have lots of choices. 1 second. Sorry, I think Maisie is stuck in my bedroom. I heard her little scratches. Goodness. This is a beautiful urn. It's heavy. I almost just dropped it. I was going to paint it, but I don't think I'm going to. I like the color, actually. I paid $4, only $4 for this, and it's up at $22.95. It's got the beautiful metal handles on it. Always love a good urn for spring. I grabbed this chalkboard. It was only $3. I have it up at $22.95. Read the description. Ooh, people are shopping. I'm going to paint this black with DIY paint and do a black chalkboard and probably paint the frame. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just stain it. There's a couple of cute little like red stamped hearts. I'll probably end up painting it. But again, January coming up. Everybody wants to get their life together. This would make a great menu board or just like a to-do list in your kitchen. Ooh, another order's coming in. At the beginning of the week, like I said, this week feels like it's been so long. My kiddo was homesick again. Poor thing. Nothing crazy, just a little crud. Oh, she's calling me right now. Oops. Oh no, I didn't put it on Do Not Disturb. But anyway, so it seemed like the longest week ever. You guys, what is going on tonight? Stop ringing. Okay. Seems like the longest week ever. Anyways, found this at the very beginning of the week. I was digging through the bins at Major Thrift, and there was a lady next to me, and I was like, pardon me, do you work here or are you shopping? She's like, oh, I'm shopping. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll wait till you're done. She's like, oh, no, get in here, dig with me. I didn't want to be disrespectful because she was very kind. Anyways, we were digging kind of together and she handed me this. She's like, this looks kind of cool. Do you want this? And I was like, yes, please. I do want this. I looked it up. It's a vintage Zodiac sand timer. The sand timers, I've never found one before. They're very, very interesting. Like, what kind of decor would you classify this as? Because it's not, I mean, the Zodiac makes it feel kind of boho, but I don't really see this a lot in farmhouse decor. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I don't really see people decorate with them, but I really loved it. It's got the fun Zodiac symbol on the top. It's up at $29.95. I paid $5 for it, but it's in really good shape. Anyways, that was a fun find. A different find for me, kind of a random one, but it was just unique enough I had to grab it. This wood blank was only $2, so I went ahead and picked it up. I will stencil it up easy peasy. It's up at $12.95. Cool for an office desk. Okay, yeah, it would. It would be good for like a library or a desk. A man's desk. Okay, yeah, like man cave. All right. How long? I wonder how long that timer is. I'll time it later. There are probably different times depending on how big they are, huh? Anyways, always pick up good wood blanks if they are a reasonable price. I keep finding these. This is like the 5th one I found lately, like within the past few weeks. Never pass up a good bell cloche. They sell super fast. This one is listed that I will make and cut a hand cut wood round for it, so it is up at $18.95. I paid $2.50 for this one. And then, hey Shelly, how are you? Last cloche item this week. Yes, I'm going to attempt. I picked this up and I kind of like rubbed my finger on the inside. The fog that's on it comes off, so it's probably just from dirty or whatever. But it's a light bulb cover from St. Louis, Missouri. How fun is this going to be for an industrial farmhouse cloche? So again, I will hand cut a wood round for this, and it'll fit a nice tall item underneath of it, a tall skinny item. So that'll be different. All of the items that I'm going to work on, I have like read description or to be painted or whatever in the title of them. And then down in the description box, it usually says kind of what I'm going to do to them. After I get them finished up throughout the week, then I update the pictures. So a lot of y'all trust me and buy things before they're even done. And it's so flattering. I never would have thought people would buy junk from me without even seeing it finished. So that's super fun. But if you're new and you're wondering, that's how that works. All right, I'm dropping the collection again for y'all. Elaine says she has her grandmother's 3-minute egg timer. It's wood with pink sand. Is it in the shape of an egg instead of like that double shape? I've never seen a sand timer. Okay, elephant. I don't always buy, I got it, Stephanie, thank you. I don't always buy green, I don't usually buy green glass at all, unless it's a bottle. But I've got elephant lovers, so I went ahead and picked this up. It was $5.50, so I paid up a little bit for it, but it doesn't have any chips, and I just thought the green would be really good for spring. And I passed on some Christmas trees like this a couple weeks ago, and I'm kicking myself. I looked for them again, and they weren't there. I wish I would have got them. Oh, it's an hourglass shape. Okay. Why is it called an egg timer? I'm so confused, Elaine. Did I say how much? $19.95? I paid $5.50. I found this nest. I really liked it with the little twigs and then the bigger... I think that one's a stick, and this one's like a metal with a twine around it or whatever. But I just like the way this looks. I threw a couple of the wooden eggs in it that I have. Again, this one is read description. I'm going to do some work to it. I'm going to add a candle stand underneath of it. So it is listed up at $22.95. The sand runs out in 3 minutes for a 3-minute soft-boiled egg. Ta-da! Ding! I don't like soft-boiled eggs. I like over easy eggs, like to dip my toast in. But when it comes to a boiled egg, that yolk has got to be done. I found 2 more oil cans. I'm not going to tip these upside down. If y'all saw the last time I bought these, I was like, look, I cleaned them and tipped it upside down and oil ran out. I double checked these. They're good. This one says Eagle on it. A little more tarnished. It is oil can H. It is up at $9.95. And this one is oil can I, also at $9.95. I paid $2.50 each. These sell like crazy. What do y'all do with these? How do you decorate with them? Okay, Elaine doesn't like soft-boiled eggs either. She just uses it for decor. Heard. Another little colored glass item. I found a plastic one of these a couple of weeks ago, and I was slightly disappointed to find out it was plastic. So when I saw this beautiful blue glass ring holder, had to snag it up. $3 is what I paid. It's up at $9.95. Who decorates with blue for spring? I don't. I usually just stick with green, but I do love beautiful blue glass. Especially in front of a window. Okay, I grabbed this crate. It was only $2. It had nasty ivy in it. You guys know last year around springtime or so, I did some ivy stuff and I salvaged some ivy and I was digging the ivy, but this ivy was, ugh. So I threw it away. This thing needs cleaned up, but it was only $2. It's got a great handle and I liked that it had 2 compartments in it. It's going to get a new decoupage job as well. So I don't hate the sunflower job, but I want to go more for spring, and this is pretty faded. After I have it all made over, it'll be, only $14.95. That's a heck of a deal. But it would be really good for mason jars, especially even some of the like larger mason jars I think would fit in here. Do I have any up? Not right now. Take my word for it. Found this cool mortar. It is antique. It has some great patina, especially on the handle. $3 is what I paid. It's up at $18.95. This is a big one. This would make a big statement in a crock or in your kitchen vignettes. Or if you actually wanted to use it, it feels really good in the hand. Ooh, look at these. Okay, so these had some like, some kind of powder. I think it was for epoxy, or something. I have the hiccups. That's gonna be fun. That might be the first time on a live. I think it had like epoxy powder or something in them, but just barely any. So I went ahead and emptied them out. They are just the funnest, the most fun little industrial jars. I love the colors on them. Marty, if you're still watching, you bought those spool threads, whatever they are, thread spools. And these would look really good with it. Jane says that baby is mine. What'd you buy? Oh, this guy. Wow, sold to Miss Jane Brown. Jane, you're gonna have a fun box coming. There's the cha-ching. Anyways, Marty, these will look really good with the thread spools you just bought. Y'all, I need some caffeine. I was gonna have a Monster Energy and I was like, it is 6 p.m. Brie, you do not need it. I think I needed it. But I want to sleep tonight. I want to sleep so good. I almost kept these. If you don't like the advertising, you can take them off, but the lids are just to die for with all their little rust and patina on them. So I went ahead and lotted them together. Where's my sticker? The set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is $14.95, and I paid $3, 50 cents a piece. What did you buy? Marty, didn't you buy those, what are these called? These things. I think it was you last week. And they're like brown and black and white. What is this? Oh, Jane bought more spindles too. Get it, girlfriend. Yes. Anyways, these glass jars would look really good with those. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, the colors would look really great. That's all I was trying to say. Okay, these buttons. I'm weird. So these buttons were from Major Thrift. They were on the bag wall, and I looked at them for like 3 weeks in a row, and I could not justify paying for them. They were $2, $1.99. I couldn't justify paying for them, and finally, I was looking at Christmas stuff, and they were on a table by the front by the Christmas stuff, and I was like, you know what? These things are following me around. I gotta get them. Oh, Marty, no, I'm not. You don't have to buy them. No pressure. I was just saying they would look really good. Oh, Rhonda Casey bought the vintage wooden canisters. They're right here. I'll show you in just a second. But anyways, I had to grab these. Oh my goodness gracious. We have a troll. Oh. Gosh. Sorry about that, you guys. It has been insane, the amount of trolls. But I love the color on these. They look really sweet with my kind of color theme in a little glass jar. I picked this up. It was $3. No, $3.50. I love the color of it. The little springy wire handle, the olive color. I have it listed up at $29.95 because I'm going to put a wood round in there, and that way it's a tray. Now, the wood round is going to lift on and off. I mean, I could probably staple gun it from the bottom or something. We'll see. Once it's done, I'll put a picture up. But it's going to be really pretty. And I was even thinking I could do a wood round underneath. With like a little pedestal, but I don't know. That looks like a lot of work. But I just love the dainty detail. Whenever I find vintage items like this, little wall shelves or whatever, they fly off the shelf. So after it is all done, I will put up new pictures of it. It is $29.95 if you want to snag it now. Couple of more items. And then we're going to paint a carrot, and then I'm going to call it a night. I found this little pin cushion. I paid $1 for it. Mrs. ZB Carey from Osawatomie, Kansas. It was either hers and she didn't want to lose it, or she made it. I'm not really sure, but I loved the pins on it. Look at those fun black and white vintage pins. So even if you don't love the pin cushion, just the color scheme on the pins are so fun. Oof, something's got my allergies going nuts tonight. Good junk comes with good dust. This faux copper pitcher, it's not real, but it is a good fake faux, was only $3. I snagged it up at $12.95. It's got some floral foam down in the bottom. I'll get it all cleaned up before I ship it out. But I just really liked the shape of it. Short and stout with a little short spout. And then a fun handle, nice wide handle. It looks like it would hold water. In fact, it looks like it's had some water in it, just that's probably what's making me sneeze. But I would just use it for flowers. Butterfly trinket tray, I paid 50 cents for it, couldn't pass it up. Made in Japan, no big chips or cracks on it, and I have it up at $6.95. I know I've got my butterfly lovers, and again, just a little organizational piece for spring by your sink. You can throw your rings in it or whatever. Nice to have those little trinket trays. I don't usually buy Avon, but I couldn't pass up this bunny. It was only 50 cents. And I know a lot of people won't buy Avon, and I usually don't. It was a perfume jar, but it's so stinking cute. And even if you don't like the gold, it's plastic. So you could paint that up with some DIY paint. It would stick to it easy peasy. $8.95. So even if you want to paint the bunny, that is a perfect price. Jane, you're laughing at me. I'm a mess. I'm a mess tonight. I've had it like together for the past few weeks. I've been like on it. Tonight I'm a mess. I picked up 2 of these organizers from Major Thrift. Oh, charging station. Ha-ha! I wondered why it had so many darn cubbies. I picked up 2 charging stations, even cooler. So the back opens up, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, the top flaps open up, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't know what it is, but that way you can put your cords through the back, and the cords come up the top, and your phone sits on there. That is stinking cute. I paid $4 for it. It's up at $24.95. I'm going to clean it up really good. This one has good wood on it, so I'm just going to refresh it. But I thought I'd do a couple stencils to make it feel a little more industrial. January. Time to organize. I actually need a charging station. I might keep one of those for my kitchen. So I got this one as well. Let's look at the angels first so I don't break them. Elaine says a cute mess. Thanks, Elaine. I try. I'm glad you guys love me. 50 cents each on these. Y'all know I love a good angel. Love terracotta. Not painting them. I made them into 2 sets because they're slightly different. I feel like this guy is my angel. Like, really, lady. My guardian angel. Yes. Amy, no. She says she wants the green wire tray with no wood round. Would that change the price? Oh, sure. Yeah. I'll knock it down. Go snag it right now, and I'll knock, what did I say, $29.95? I'll knock it down to $20.95 for you if you don't want a wood round. $20.95. Go buy it now, and I'll refund you within the hour. It's a little big, so I will have to make sure I charge enough for shipping. But yeah, I'll knock $9 off. We're haggling tonight on this live. I don't usually do that, but I will. Okay. 2 sets of 2. They're up at $12.95 each, and I paid $1 for each set. Love my guardian angels. Love terracotta, both for spring. Yes, please. So cute. And then here is set 2, or this is set A, and the other one's set B. They've even got like a nice little like white waxing job of their own. Okay, and then this is the last thing. This is the other charging station. This one is going to get painted because it's cheapy. And it's got like this faux leather. I'm going to get that all cleaned up. We're going to decoupage it. It's going to be great. We'll do it on an edited thrift video this week. I paid $3 for this one, and it is up at $24.95. Okay. Ta-da! That's my haul. Again, everything is already listed up on my Shop the Haul collection. We're going to paint a carrot real quick because I want to show you guys how cute these salvage pieces are. Paint it up, and then we're going to call it an evening. So I pulled a couple of these that were chewed up by a dog. I'm just going to use these as an example, but the ones that I think would be especially great for the carrots are these 2. And in the listing, I put carrot shaped, long carrot shaped, and short carrot shaped. Some of these do have little holes and stuff in them. I usually just paint them up and use them for decor as is, but you could always throw some air dried clay or some wood filler, wood putty in those if you'd like. It doesn't bother me. So like this one was chewed on by a dog. I think that makes it even cuter. Okay. We're gonna grab some DIY, some Crush, which is back in stock on my site. Jasmine says she loves the carrot spindle. She's going to make some this spring. Yes, ma'am. Now, I did some last year on an edited video. Not on never on a live. Carrots in my garden are never store perfect. Fun fact, Elaine, I cannot get carrots to grow. Ooh, my paint is really dried out. I haven't used it since the fall. So DIY paint is very thick usually, but when you don't put your lid on very well, it gets even thicker. It's a clay-based paint, highly pigmented, and so coverage is really good on it. And if this thick paint bothered me, I could throw a little bit of water in here and stir it up, and it's going to reconstitute itself and become thinner again. But I like having the good thick paint, especially on spindle projects, because it grabs the wax. All the texture of the paint really grabs the wax and gives it an antique, a distressed look. Or you can take better care of your paint and that won't happen. Yeah, I can't get carrots to grow. What's the secret, Elaine? I have 67 people on tonight. Hey, y'all. Thanks for hopping on this evening. So, busy Friday Night Live. If you're just hopping on, I'm just painting up a little spindle carrot. I stocked up my salvaged wood collection with 16 new kinds of wood salvage, many of them carrot shaped. If you are a maker, it is already time, ladies and gents, to start our spring projects. I know it's crazy, but it is. So carrots on the brain. Or if you just like to decorate your own home, here are some ideas you can start jotting down. The carrot I'm painting right now will be for myself since he's all chewed up. Oh, it makes it look like somebody chewed on it. Elaine says it was just good luck. Yeah, okay. Homegrown carrots are the best. Jane, do you have any tips about growing carrots? I get the greens, like the greens come up and then I pull it and it's like, me. Alright, pardon me for a second here. I am boxed in a hot mess. Oh. I'm just going to use my heat gun to dry this up a little bit real quick. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine reminded us again that the DIY paintbrushes dropped today, and I'm almost sold out already. I'm going to have to place another order. Debbie's almost sold out, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that tonight and get my second order in because they were more popular than I even thought. My phone started cha-chinging very quickly. Let's talk a little bit about the brushes. So there are 5. One of them is called the Perfectionist. It is, and all these pictures are already on my site and everything, available for pre-order, but it is a detail brush. It's going to be really good for painting thrift flips and small items or getting in the little details of furniture. There's the Little Dipper, which is a nice thick round brush. It holds lots of product and it fits into our sample jars. There is the Multitasker. It is a larger, round, thick brush. And you can use it for paints, you can use it for waxes, you can use it for top coats, hence the name Multitasker. There's the Feather, which is a kind of longer, thin, flat brush. The bristles are really long, so it's going to provide a really, really light touch. It's supposed to help minimize the brush strokes. And then there's the Smoothie, which is another flat brush with a real short handle, and it's supposed to make blending like super simple, a game changer for blending. I cannot believe I just remembered all 5 of those yet, and I haven't even held them yet. That's how excited I am. So I ordered all 5 styles. They're all still in stock currently on my site, as far as I know. We don't have them yet. I've ordered them. They will ship to me very soon. As soon as I get them, I will ship them out mid to late January. Okay, Jane says she hasn't had a garden in 30 years. Man, I'll have to do some research. Somebody chewed on it. I know. The Simple Spruce caught my pun. This is what y'all get when I'm tired. Super silly. Cute. And y'all know I'm not like super into kitschy, like super cutesy. I mean, I kind of like kitschy, but I'm not into super cutesy decor. But if you could turn a wood item into like a seasonal decor item for me, like a carrot or a tree base or something, I'm all in. There's a spring collection up now on my website as well. I started building that. There are some other carrots on it, some plastic ones, some other nests, some floral. So I'll be adding and adding and adding to that. And then I decided just to keep a holiday collection up all year round. Not necessarily I'll be adding to it all year, but if I'm at garage sales and stuff this summer and I find something super unique, I can go ahead and just throw it up on my site because I know some people like to shop Christmas all year round. So kind of rearranging my site a little bit. I want to get some new pictures up. Okay, I've got 2 coats. I'm going for full coverage on this because I'm not really distressing so much. I want to do a wax job. And again, you could totally fill the holes in with wood putty if you wanted to. But I don't mind. another order. Y'all are shopping tonight. And again, if you bought something and you find it's something you love later, go ahead and place multiple orders. I will combine the orders and refund shipping as much as I can. I really try to be good about that. No use in y'all paying too much shipping. Oh, brushes, I'll ship flat rate for $6.25 if you're interested in trying out brushes. Also, I don't think a lot of people know that. Even if you ordered one of every single brush I have, it would only be $6.25 to ship. So if you want to make your own spindle projects, you can hop over to my site and grab some of this great salvage. I know a lot of y'all can't find it in your area. I find it for free a lot. These chairs, I didn't think I'd tell you the price. They were only $4 each for the chairs. That's why I bought them. So I wouldn't pay more than $5. Just ordered your brush. Yay, Tracy. Okay, so Tracy, again, they won't be until mid to late January. I know you are a local pickup customer, but stay, you know, just make sure you pay attention to my pages, and as soon as they're in, I will mark your order for ready for pickup. What is the name of the platform I use, and how much do you pay to sell your items on? So, Rhonda, I use Shopify, and I pay by the year. It's like $300 something a year, but I've got a couple of apps that I add on to help my life be a little easier. So I think I pay like $300 a year, and then maybe $12 or $15 a month for some specific apps that make my life easier. I love Shopify. It's very easy to learn how to use. I'm not super tech savvy, and their support, their phone support is amazing and 24/7. Highly recommend them. I know a lot of my friends use them as well. And I think there's an option to do a monthly pay too, but I pay by the year to save money. Okay, I'm grabbing some DIY clear wax. I've also got, I'm going to grab some dark wax. This is going to be a very simple way to wax up these carrots. DIY paint is a clay-based paint, so it does have to be sealed. But it's also water soluble until it's sealed. So let's do a little distressing. I'll show you that. I'm going to grab a paper towel and a little bit of water. Sorry. Oh, this one's for me. I'm not selling this one. It's like I'm thirsty. I don't do that with my thrifted things I'm selling, I promise. So a little bit of water on my paper towel, and I'm just going to rub back on a couple of the high points here on this carrot. And since it's water soluble until it's sealed, I can simply distress it with just water. Rhonda says, thanks for the info. Thinking about starting my own business. Awesome, Rhonda. I would love to see you do that. I am in Jamie Ray Vintage business coaching. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she's also a thrifter and junker. She has some amazing business coaching about everything I have learned. I learned from her. So if you would love a great business coach, check out Jamie and Zeb Ray with Jamie Ray Vintage. Okay, I said I wasn't going to distress it, but it's pretty cute distressed. Any tricks for getting DIY paint to stick to shiny surfaces? Tracy, what are you having a struggle with? DIY paint should stick to just about anything. What's the best temperature to use DIY paint and the cottage colors? So the cottage colors have the built-in sealer. I've noticed they are slightly finickier in the cold. But you know what, Miss Rhonda, Miss Jackie, I have painted with DIY paint out in like my 50-degree garage, the clay-based paint, and it does fine. It takes a lot longer to dry, I would say, a lot longer, but it did fine. I have not tried the cottage colors out in the cold. I do know that there's some freeze warnings and freeze holds for shipping on the paint. You don't want it to freeze for sure. Tracy says I'm rubbing too hard. Tracy, what are you painting? Okay, Rhonda, yeah, you watch them all the time. Check out their business coaching. You can pay for the month. You don't have to sign up for a long-term coaching or anything. And they go live every week with us. So if you're really interested in selling. Tracy, what are you painting on? Or is it coming off when you're waxing or what? Tell me a little bit more. You're painting on glass. It seems to come off when you go to wax. How long are you letting it dry? I've seen that on wax, or I've seen that on glass when you go to wax before. You probably are rubbing too hard. Let it dry. I would say a couple days. Let it cure really, really well. If you keep having that problem and you don't want it to come off, spray it with like a clear Rust-Oleum matte spray or something. Oh yeah, you're drying it with a heat gun. Let it dry. You're gonna need to let it dry for a couple days on the glass and really cure up well. It will stick. But yeah, you got to give it a little time. I know we get impatient. I don't paint a lot of glass. Yeah, I just don't. And no particular reason. I used to paint a ton of mason jars when they sold well for me. They don't sell so well anymore, so I don't really do that. But yeah, I don't paint glass a lot, but it's going to need to dry. But it will stick. I said the same thing like 3 times. All right, so I've got some clear wax here. I'm just going over my carrot. It looks like there was a little white wax left on my brush. That's okay. Not the end of the world. These DIY waxes are the best, hands down, in my opinion. They are very, very, very soft, which makes them really easy to work with. Makes sealing your project super simple. You're welcome, Tracy. And Tracy, feel free to email or PM me if you have more questions. It will stick to anything, but it's going to need just a bit longer to dry on some things. Glass and metal. So, stinking cute. Okay. So, we got it waxed up. There's a little bit of white wax down in the crevices, but it's okay. It's for me. My wax brush was dirty. And then I'm just going to grab like a little tiny detail paintbrush. A little tiny bit of dark wax. Since I already clear waxed this, it gave me a nice barrier for my dark wax. If I would not have put the clear wax on, that dark wax would soak into my clay-based paint so fast, I would run the risk of it looking kind of dirty. So be cautious when you're using the dark and the black waxes. If you are newer to the DIY paints, I'm going to put this dark wax down in my low points. And then just simply wipe it back off my high points, giving that beautiful antique effect. So cute. It's all cute. All right. Now, for the top. Forgot to put this in. Oh my goodness, I'm out of room. Sorry guys, to bend over on the camera like that. I need to move this little cabinet I have right here in front of my table and scoot this table out more. I don't have enough room back here. All right, I am going to screw a little hole down into the top of this. You guys should 100% take it out to your vice grip and not hold it in your hands. Please and thank you. And put your hair up and wear your safety goggles. Little hole up here in the top. I didn't wax the top of it. And then I grabbed some greenery. Which one should we use? Little greenery stem. And I will put some hot glue down in that hole so it stays. And look! Ah, you got a freaking carrot. Oh, I just can't. It's just so cute. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what some of your favorite spindle projects are to make. So I did the carrots, like I said, last year on an edited video, but I wanted to show you guys again so you could have some ideas coming up for the spring, because I think I did it pretty late spring last year. Isn't that cute? How cute would those be sitting in a little glass jar or a crock or in a basket next to a little like bunny ceramic? All right, y'all, that's my haul for the week. Thanks for hopping on and hanging out with me tonight. Again, everything is listed up on my site, upcycledbybrie.com, in the Shop the Haul collection. I'm going to drop that link one more time for you in the live chat. If you're catching the replay, it is down in the description box below for you. Don't forget, DIY brushes are up now, available on my site for pre-order. They will ship mid to late January. I didn't copy and paste the whole thing. They'll ship mid to late January. Tonight's the last night for the cottage color sale. 15% off, no code needed. And then I've got 30% off of baskets with the code 12 days until midnight as well. So all kinds of fun, great things coming up. Next week, I will have the winner announced for the giveaway. If you guys are getting any emails, don't reply. That is a scammer. I think I got it taken care of. But I will announce the winner next week. Everybody saying goodbye. Have a great weekend. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Jackie made carrots out of spindles that she got from me and hung them from some twine. I love it. I love it. Drop those in the Upcycled by Brie creative group, Jackie. I'd love to see them. Y'all go make some cute, fun spring projects. Have a great weekend. Bye, friends.